Hello, Dr. Tim Creel here. Welcome to week 7 of Advanced Managerial Accounting. So another good week on tap here. This is going to be a busy week. Basically, you have 3 chapters to cover this week: 6, 7, and chapter 10. So chapter 6 looks at variable costing and segment reporting, which variable costing and absorption costing will be covered in this chapter. These are 2 methods of financial reporting that companies do. Variable costing works very well with internal uses within a company, while absorption costing has to be used for things that leave the company, that go outside the company. And of course, segment reporting, that's required by companies on their 10K reports to break the business out into certain segments of business, such as geographically or product wise, and report on that. That's a part of their 10K annual report that all publicly traded companies have to do for the SEC. Chapter 7 basically looks at activity-based costing, which I mentioned it when we were talking about job order costing earlier, is that the biggest hurdle that companies face is how do you allocate overhead costs? The cost of direct materials, direct labor, pretty easy to put to your product. But overhead always presents a challenge because so much of it is non-directly related. And so you just have to find what are the most accurate ways to allocate overhead. And that's basically what activity-based costing, or ABC, attempts to do. Attempts to really study the production processes and basically take as many activities that occur in the production process as possible to assign those costs, or to assign the overhead more directly to the products that a company is producing. So most major companies use ABC as a method to more accurately cost their product and do a better job with allocating overhead cost. Now, chapter 10 here looks at standard cost and variances. And this is basically what companies do basically whenever they produce a product, is they set certain standards for direct materials, direct labor, in relation to like the purchase price and the efficiency of the product that they're using, how efficient they're using their labor, how much product they're using, how much each of them are costing the company. So they set standards for that. And then once the production cycle is over, they look at, okay, how did they do against these standards? Did they meet them, or did they not meet the standards? Were they favorable against the standards or unfavorable against the standards? Is what they look at there. So 3 good chapters this week. Basically, again, you have your narrated PowerPoint slide and concept videos, which will be very useful with the material this week. And also then you have lecture quiz and reading assignments due in the McGraw-Hill Connect system. So have a fantastic week. Get with me if you've got any questions. And